Hey, good morning to you again. Jesus is Lord. The Word works, but you got to do what the Word says. Seek ye first God's kingdom, Matthew 6:33, and doing it His way. Now, I've been talking to you for the last couple of days, going to go back to it today about don't be in strife. Don't let strife come into your life. It will destroy you. It is the number one tool of the enemy, because where envy and strife is, there's confusion, and not just a few, but every evil work. You can go back and trace any problem that you're having. You can go back and trace when you got upset with your husband or your wife or your kids or your parents, and you was in strife and got all mad about it and upset about it. You can trace back every sickness that came back on you to the place that you got in strife. I promise you, you can go back and find out when you didn't have enough money to pay your bills that you was in strife with the Democrats, or in strife with the Republicans, or in strife with what Pastor so-and-so said. Well, did you hear what so-and-so said? You know, that real popular TV evangelist. Did you hear what he said? Oh, my God. I mean, dear Lord, that's just heresy, I'm telling you. And then you go around telling a bunch of other folks what you just did was open the door to the devil, and the devil came in and destroyed you, and the servant of the Lord, 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 17, must not be in strife. Can't afford it. Get it out. I mean, it'll kill you. Opens the door to the devil, because you're taken captive by the devil at the devil's will. Read that over there in 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 14. No, I think it's verse 15, 16, and 17. You got to get out of it. Now, let me go somewhere else. Maybe I can get into how to get out of it next week, but let me go one more place. Abraham had more sense than the New Testament believer. Now, Abraham was called of God, like I'm called of God, and like you're called of God. God told him to go into a land that I'll show you. And he was on his way there, and he took Lot, his nephew, with him. And while they're on the way, the blessings of God were so huge that there wasn't enough grasslands, pasture to feed all the cattle, and there's a strife arose. And Abraham said, whoa, boys. Now, that's a paraphrase. He said, let there be no strife, I pray thee, between us. Abraham had sense enough to know that the blessings of God was about to be cut off because of the strife that was happening to his herdsmen and Lot's herdsmen. He said, don't let there be no strife. And then he turned to Lot and says, hey, you choose whatever you want. You just choose whatever you want. And Lot chose the best. Now, Abraham knew that he'd be blessed of God. Didn't matter where he was. God's blessing was going to overtake him. Now, watch this. So Lot created the strife. He also wanted something else. Two things Lot did here. He wanted the blessings of God that was on Abraham at Abraham's expense, and he allowed his crew to be in strife, and so he leaned toward Sodom. What? I know y'all have never heard this, kind of deep, but that's all right. Because of the strife, and because he wanted the blessings of God that was on Abraham at Abraham's expense, he leaned toward sin. He leaned toward Sodom. And he wound up over there in that mess, and Abraham had to come deliver him. And what opened the door to it was wanting the blessings of God at somebody else's expense. See, I don't have to want your money because I got my money. You don't have to want my money because you got your money. Are you with me on that? Wanting the blessings of God at somebody else's expense, that's all covetousness and evil thinking and desire. That's all part of that. I wish I had time. I believe I'm on 45 minutes a day. Dear God, I want y'all to get this. Lot got in trouble because he wanted to steal from Abraham, steal the blessings. You can't steal God's blessings from me. And the second thing he did was he allowed his herdsmen to be in strife. Well, because of that, he wound up in Sodom and Gomorrah and was totally destroyed, lost everything. And Abraham, because Abraham was a godly man, had to come deliver him. So what? Get out of strife. You want to get mad at your husband today? Just look around and say, I want to live. I want to have a long life. You want to get upset at the news media that you just heard this or that on television? Oh, no, I'm not going to die with cancer. I'm not going to let cancer in my house. Why now, brother, I don't want cancer. Get out of strife. Well, I don't want to go into poverty. I'm a businessman here, and I got a little business going on the side, and I want God to bless it. Well, don't be in strife with the big guy that's got a bigger business than you do, doing the same thing, and he's doing things that's crooked. Well, good deal. So he's a crook. what does that have to do with me serving God? I'll tell you what it has to do. If I get in strife over it, then I've opened the door to the devil. I'm taken captive at his will, and that guy's going to do all right, and I'm going to go down the tube because of what I'm doing, which is being in strife. Hey, maybe tomorrow I'll get out of this and can get to how to get strife out of your life. A lot of it has to do with praise. A lot of it has to do with expecting God to do some good things for you. Abraham believed God, and he was constantly giving glory to God. So we got to give glory to God, not the devil, for all the confusion. I got to go. Oh, help us, Lord. Get out of strife. Strife, get out of it. Don't allow it. Ever. Oh, that guy just cut me off. Did you see that, honey? He just run over there and got in front of me, and now we got stopped by that red light. Don't get in strife with that guy. He didn't realize what he was doing was bothering you. And if it bothers you, it's going to be worse on you than it is on him. Gotta go, gotta go. Hey, saints, remember all day. Hey, Jesus is Lord. Thank God. Hey, the word works.